Wouldn't it be nice if we could experience our favourite games for the first time again? In the case of Splinter Cell, there is actually a way to do that. With the new Splinter Cell game all but confirmed, it's a great time to go back and experience the games that made Splinter Cell great. No, not that one. There we go. Depending on which platform you played one of the original 3 games on, you would have had a different experience. I'm not talking just different graphics and frame rate. I'm talking different level design, different enemy placement and patrol routes, slight story changes, and even platform exclusive missions. If you played the original Xbox or PC versions first, going back and playing the PS2 or GameCube versions will be an interesting experience, and a new way to enjoy these games through the tweaked level design and enemy guard placements. Those who played the PS2 and GameCube versions first will get the most out of this, as the differences between them and the Xbox/PC ports are so great that I would go as far as calling it a remaster. Not only do you get more fleshed out levels, but there are no loading screens during the entire mission, in addition to tweaked gameplay and much better graphics. The amount of differences vary from game to game, but the most pronounced differences lie within the original Splinter Cell. This is the game where the level design and enemy placement varies the most. The PC and Xbox version had 3 exclusive missions to download which weren't available on the other 2 platforms. But interestingly enough, the PlayStation 2 port had an entire mission called Nuclear Power Plant that is only found on that version of the game. Seeing as there are so many ways to experience these games, you're probably wondering how best to play them. In my opinion, the best option for most people is the PS3 HD versions, which are based on the PC ports with added things like HD textures and UI, except without the bonus missions. I would normally recommend the PC versions, but they do require a lot of I&I tweaking to get properly working, which isn't ideal for most people. And Splinter Cell 2 has game-breaking shadow bugs on modern PCs, which still to this day has not been patched. For the PS2 and GameCube versions, emulation will be the best bet for most people, but if emulation isn't for you, getting a backwards compatible PlayStation 3 will allow you to play both the HD remasters and PS2 versions on the same console over HDMI. I would recommend the PS2 version over the GameCube one because of the exclusive mission. If you want to see a video covering some of the differences between the ports, there's a chap named Jurassic Ninja who did a great job of this, which I'll leave a link to in the description. Hopefully the new Splinter Cell game will turn out great. The original voice actor for Sam Fisher is returning, which is cool, but I'm not getting my hopes up. Splinter Cell is one of the most abused franchises in gaming. I just get the feeling that Ubisoft doesn't understand its own audience and relies too heavily on focus test groups instead, which is how we got the abomination known as Conviction. I guess we'll see what happens, but who knows, they might just make something great.